What's going on, people? This is me, Andrew Tucker, and this is another episode of Talking Boxing. That's right, this is episode 3 of Talking Boxing. Oh man, September the 16th. I believe that's the date. If I'm wrong, please forgive me. September the 16th. It's gonna be a amazing night of boxing. It's gonna be very epic. Man, I cannot wait. And yes, I'm giving my early prediction. You know, I know this is Talking Boxing and we talk about boxing. That's what I do. I talk about boxing. And the thing is this, you know what I mean? Canelo, Triple G, they're two big guys, you know. Canelo, you know, known as a welterweight, I believe a super welterweight, and also known as a middleweight. Well, pretty much he is a middleweight. He's a big dude, you know what I'm saying? And I always knew, you know, as a welterweight, as a super welterweight, I always knew that he was a middleweight. You know, just looking at how ripped, how buff, the body mass, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at all of that, I just always knew that this man was a middleweight. He's a nice size middleweight. That's where he belonged, at middleweight. And the thing is this, Triple G is a middleweight. And I believe once he have completed his task, once he have done what he needed to do at middleweight, I believe going up to, you know, in a higher weight class, I think this dude is a natural light heavyweight. To be honest with you, 5'10.5", you know. Down there, down on a piece of paper, they have 160. But the truth is, we already know that he can walk around at 170, 180, no problem. You know, so we already know that he is a light heavyweight, a future light heavyweight. To be honest with you, he fought against a light heavyweight, you know what I mean, Danny Jacobs, you know what I'm saying? That dude is a big dude. He fought up against him. Danny was just a little bigger, you know, just a little taller. But it was one hell of a fight. You know, it was a good fight between the two, between Triple G and Danny Jacobs. As far as Canelo last fight, you know, Chavez Jr. was a punching bag, man. He was just beating him. He was beating him up. He was man. He was just having fun with him. You know, it was a sparring session. It was a high-paid sparring session. You know. That's all it was. A sparring session on a big stage. That's all it was. And just that this time they got money out of it. You know what I'm saying? And the popularity and all the things that comes along with it. But anyways, the thing is, I look at the fight between Triple G and Canelo. I look at it being one hell of a fight, you know, to be honest with you. This fight, to me, some people probably can see this as a 50-50 bout, you know, as a 50-50 fight, you know. To be honest, I feel that it can go either way, you know what I'm saying? But if I had to base this fight on if I had to base this fight on skills, I'm just gonna go to the skills category. If I had to base this fight on skills, I'm gonna honestly say that Canelo is a little more skilled. A little more, just a little bit more skilled than Triple G. Triple G got this old school style about him that I really liked. Cut off the ring, walk his opponent down. He hits hard. He has power. He's a strong guy with a good chin and a hard head. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? He's a strong guy. So yes, this could be one thing you look at. He coming forward, he can cut off the ring real good, and he has a good jab. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how he set up his punches, through the jab. Canelo has the skill to really give Triple G one hell of a fight. I mean, the head movement is looking good, the lateral movement, you know, just being able to, you know, he can use a jab. You know, just the only thing you're gonna have to worry about with Canelo, what Triple G is gonna have to worry about with Canelo, is the body shots. You know, he throw massive, he throw excruciating body shots, and that's one thing he's gonna have to be aware of. You know what I'm saying? That this man throws deadly body shots. Triple G is also a good body puncher as well. Canelo can throw. He can throw a combination, a deadly combination when he wants to, and he's real good on fighting on the inside. He's okay on fighting on the outside. I mean, he can stick and move a little bit. It's just that he struggled against guys that was a little more faster on their feet, like Lara and Mayweather. Just throwing those two out there. So he struggled against those two fighters well. He basically got outclassed, you know, got outboxed by Mayweather. But even Mayweather would tell you that it was really a tough fight for him, because this kid can fight, and this kid comes forward, and this kid can get you out of there if he catches you with a couple of good shots. He can hurt you, and then he can get you out of there with one good shot. And I'm talking about Canelo Alvarez. But skill, Mayweather respects the skills of Canelo Alvarez. I mean, you look at these guys and look how they train, and look how they prepare themselves for these fights. You know what I'm saying? You can go look at Triple G, the way he prepares himself, and Canelo, the way he prepares himself. They have similarities. They both prepare themselves somewhat in the same fashion. So I believe it's going to be a great fight. A great fight. You know, you most definitely gotta watch. People, you can't miss this fight. I mean, this is a must watch. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be one hell of a fight. I believe Triple G is gonna bring the best out of Canelo, just like I believe Canelo is gonna bring the best out of Triple G, and it's gonna really put them to the test. They're gonna put each other to the test. And it's gonna come to the point it's gonna come down to who's gonna want it. It's gonna want it more than the other fighter, who's gonna really want it more. And I believe both of these guys have the willpower to fight to the end. You know what I'm saying? We all saw Canelo fade. You know, in a few fights, and we have seen Triple G fade as well. We both have seen both of these fighters get frustrated. You know what I'm saying? So, can Canelo frustrate Triple G? A possibility. That's a possibility. He might can do the job. Can Triple G frustrate Canelo? I believe with his awkward style, I believe he can. You know, You know, so that's why I look at these things and I say that it's a 50-50. You know what I'm saying? It's a toss-up to me. You know, it's going to be one hell of a fight. And this is it's going to be a great fight because both of these guys have ring generalship. Both of these guys know how to cut off the ring. Both of these guys are intelligent boxers, real intelligent boxers, and they're very smart. And both of these guys know how to adapt and adjust. So it's going to be interesting to watch, man, because, you know, both of these guys are skilled fighters. I just think Canelo just a little bit more faster. Just a little bit more faster than Triple G. People can look at the age and be like, will the age be a factor? Triple G, being 35, coming into this fight at 35. I mean, being 35 years old coming into this fight, will he be slower than the Danny Jacobs fight? Will age catch up to him? Will he be able to beat Canelo, to the younger fighter, to the punch? Will he be able to time him as fast as Canelo could time him, Triple G? Would Triple G be able to time Canelo and beat Canelo to the punch? That's the question. You know, so you know, I can say Canelo timing is good. He has great timing, and I believe he's just a little faster, you know, or you can say quicker, you know, than Triple G. So it's just, you got to look at things like, you got to look at those things, and then you got to also look at will Canelo be able to handle the power of Triple G? You know, will Canelo, you know, if it ever gets to a point and it comes to them fighting on the inside, or them coming to the point, are it coming to a point in the fight where they're exchanging, will Canelo be able to handle Triple G's power? Well, the thing is, they both hit hard as hell. They both carry power. So, you know, people say that Triple G is the bigger and stronger guy. Canelo's a big dude as well. You know what I'm saying? And he's very strong. So it's gonna be something that's gonna be something that it's gonna be crazy, because both of these guys can hit, both of these guys can crack, and it's gonna come down to who can break who first. You know, could it be a late round stoppage for either of these guys, or could it go a 12 round decision in favor of Triple G or in favor of Canelo? My prediction is I just see Canelo beating Triple G in a 12 round decision. I just see him beating him on points. You know, I don't see him stopping Triple G. I don't see Triple G stopping Canelo. It being a 12 round fight where, you know, Canelo's beating him to the punch. You know, Triple G may have his moments where he looks good, he looks spectacular, and he's putting on a show. And them both coming forward, you know, throwing down, and, you know, it is some things Canelo have to be mindful of, which I know he's going to be very careful and just try not to make any mistakes in this fight, because he know making a mistake against Triple G will cost him, and could possibly he could end up getting KO'd, by making the wrong decisions and not being smart. So it's going to be a good fight, man, and I'm looking forward to it. September is going to be an amazing night of boxing, and that's basically it, man. I have my early prediction is Canelo winning a 12 round decision. You know, could maybe be split a majority. We don't know. We have to see. If you disagree with me, please comment. You know, make sure you hit the like button, thumbs up, thumbs down. It really doesn't matter. Make sure you comment and let me know who you feel will win this fight. But it's people saying, why make predictions, and we never know what's going to happen, because this is a tough fight, and this is a toss-up, and it's a 50-50 fight, so we never know what we're going to expect come fight night. But I just know it's going to be one hell of a fight, and it's going to live up to the hype. That's what I believe. But anyways, this is your boy, Andrew Tucker, and I'm out. On to the next one.